I'm going to show you one of the artists. I mentioned her earlier, Medina Casamova, because she has quite a nice profile here. And then afterwards, I'll show you what it looks behind the scenes on my account so you can see what the dashboard looks like. So this is what someone's coming in. So this is in the gallery of all the different artists using it. I'm going to go to Medina's profile. So as you can see, you can have a profile for yourself. You can put as many artworks as you like into the platform. So you can see she has quite a few items. Each page has a dedicated QR code that's generated automatically. So you can share this QR code, which will link to her profile page. And as you'll see, each individual work of art gets its own dedicated QR code as well. And that's all generated automatically. You don't have to do a thing. You can have your About section, which is created as a V-card that you can share. So all of your artist statement and your information is here. And this can be downloaded or shared. If I click the share button, you'll see it opens up a way for me to share that from my device. That QR code, again, will point to all this information. So all of that is created dynamically. And then for each of your works of art, there's quite a bit of information. As you can see, you can decide if something is available for sale or not. It notes if there's an NFT available. Visitors can like a particular image. And I'm going to go to one image that I kind of like, Igor. Scroll down to Igor here, because he's got some really good information. So if I go to Igor, let's go to this particular image now. So you'll see that this image has its own dedicated web page. So every item you put up has a web address at ID.art. And that way it's a third level domain, which means you don't have to pay any annual renewal fees. If you register yourname.art, every year you have to pay a renewal fee. When it's yourname.id.art, that's completely free. You don't have to pay for renewal. So each work of art has that dedicated web page. So this is the web page for this particular work of art. And I'll just scroll down for a minute. As you can see, you can share the story about this particular work of art. All of the provenance information following the object ID standard is down here as well. So you can see the title, when it was made, what the materials are, what the size is, oil or canvas. All of that information is here with the image itself. Plus, what's really interesting, in most platforms where you share an image, that's all you can share. Here, because it's a dedicated web page for that item, you can share all sorts of additional information. So if I click on the item, you can see that I can share not only the item itself, but I can show the story behind it. So I can share images, the sketches that I did before I created the painting. Here's a picture of the back of the canvas so you know that it's real. You can even share video of the art being created. So here, back to that video again, you can have actually video of you creating the item, or if you wanted to do kind of a reel. So you could see video of the item being created, or any other content you want to share. You could share files, you could share videos, and that's really interesting because there's no better way to tell the story behind a work of art, and the value of art comes a lot from the story. So it's really powerful to be able to have that. And then for each image, here you can have information here. If I want the certificate of authenticity, I can download the certificate of authenticity for that item. And you'll see, you can open it up here, and you'll see, here's the certificate of authenticity, and I'll show you how these can be customized when I go into my accounts. So this is created automatically for each image that you upload. It has all of the provenance information here, just like I showed you before, the story behind the artwork. Here's going to be a link to the web page. So that's that address I showed you at ID.art. And here's a QR code that will link right to the page for that item. So this is a really beautiful certificate of authenticity that gets created for each item automatically, and you can actually customize it. You can see that if there are NFTs available for this work, if I click on NFTs, I can go to OpenSea or Rarible. I'll click that link, and it'll take me right to that item on Rarible in this case, which is a popular platform and marketplace for NFTs. And what's interesting is, without you having to do anything, all of the information that you put in at ID.art is shared here automatically. So here's the description you saw all of the properties of the item, the object ID information, all of that is transferred automatically over to Rarible. So it's very powerful in that way, as you can see. So that's all done for you automatically. Then if you want to have a price, you could have a price listed. If you want a price on request, there's also a contact form that's built in. So if I'm interested in this, I can send a message and that will go right to the account holder, and it's specific to this image. So I know that this person was interested in that work of art. They might ask a question, how much is it, whatever, but now I can have a line of communication. So all of these things are created automatically for you at ID.art. As you can see, it's quite powerful.